Welcome back to Soul's Kitchen JA. So in this video I'm going to show you how we cook our famous Jamaican ghetto oxtail. Yes, you heard it right. In front of me, as you can see, we have our turkey neck clean up, wash and ready for seasoning. So these are the ingredients that we are going to use to season it. We have our sweet pepper, carrot, 2 medium-sized carrot or small, 2 Irish, 1 tomato, and we have a big onion. We have our thyme and garlic. Now these are the powder seasoning. We have our salt. We have our all-purpose. It's optional. If you don't have all-purpose, you can use whichever season you feel comfortable using. And we have our browning, of course, because you know we're gonna brown it, and a little jerk season just for flavor, for spice. A little spice is good. So let's get into it. This is the amount of powder seasoning that I'm going to use, and this is the jerk season. We are not going to use any of this until till our meat is finished pressure. I'm going to do the final cook down. So now I'm going to add in my browning. So step 2, shake up your browning and you're going to add. So you don't use a lot of browning because it can also make the meat bitter and you don't want that. So step 3 now, we're adding in our all-purpose. Step 4, our chicken. Step 5, our jerk season. Step 6, our garlics. And step 7, we're going to rub everything together. So now, step 8, after we finish rub everything together, this is how your ghetto steak should look. Don't this look beautiful? And it's not even cooked as yet. So now we're going to add this in our pressure cooker with our water and let it pressure for roughly about 15 minutes. 9, after we add in our meat into the pressure cooker, we're going to allow it to pressure for about 15 to 20 minutes roughly. I didn't put up a lot of water in it because I don't want it to be too soft. So that's the amount of water that I'm using. And I have a really big pressure cooker. So that's that. I'm going to light the stove now and allow it to pressure. Step 10, after our meat has been pressured, this is how it looks. Remember, I said to pressure it for 15 to 20 minutes. You don't want it to be too soft. Oh my gosh, that's too much steam. You don't want it to be too soft where it's coming off of the bone. That way it cannot cook down with the rest of the vegetables. And the broad bean, yes, you're gonna add some broad beans. So now we're going to put this in a pot and add in our other ingredients and let it cook down. Look, after we have transferred it from our pressure cooker to our pot, and you guys, you should taste it to see if it wants some more season, and if it do, you can just add in some more. Mine want a little bit more season, so I'm gonna add some more to it, and then I'm gonna stir it. So this is how it looks after we have allowed it to cook down for about 15 minutes. Yes, so now we're going to do our check to see if our Irish is cooked. So you're gonna take our fork, and then we're gonna push it through and see how soft it is. So yep, it's good. So now our final add-in is going to be our broad bean. You don't have to use less for broad bean. You don't have to use that for broad bean. You can use any form of broad bean you have and just add it in. After we cut our broad bean, we're not going to throw off the water that is in it. Nope, we need it also. So we're going to just pour everything in the pot. Do you see how those beans are big? That's why I use Alaska broad bean. Or wherever you are, wherever you're located, if you can get some big bean, use it. The bigger the bean, the better it is. So after you add in your bean, you just roughly, as usual, you know, you stir a little just to get them covered in the broth. Do you see how thick our broth is getting now? Yep, it's It's not that watery anymore. So you cover it and you allow it to just warm up for about 3 minutes, or you can cook it down some more. Yeah, and let's get out some more of the water. So this is how most Jamaicans, or better yet, let me be more specific, this is how I cook my famous Jamaican ghetto oxtail turkey and brown stew with broad bean. I'll show you all of the steps, so go and try it out and let me know how you like my recipe. So what I'm going to do next is, after this is finished cooked down, I'm going to share it out and show you how it looks. As usual, now with this, now you can serve this with rice, ground provision, or anything of your choice, but this is the step to it. This is the final result of my ghetto oxtail in broad bean. So this is how it looks. Adding a little parsley flakes can make a big difference to your presentation when you are cooking or when you're finished cooking. So this is it. Try my recipe. Feel free to let me know how it turns out. As usual, thanks for making it Sue's Kitchen JA. Please remember to drop a like, a share, and a comment. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for visiting my channel. And feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell once you're new, so every time I drop a new video, you will be notified first. Bye y'all.